I nearly forgot to make a video for this week. Kind of just running around, kind of hectic. Usually, seems like these days I'm pretty much spending about 5 hours a day working on the house, and then just kind of doing some R&R after that. Usually with some running involved. Right now I'm kind of reevaluating my to-do list. A lot of the stuff on there is kind of obsolete, so I'm rehashing all of that. Nothing really new. Let's see out this way. Oh, well, okay. One or two new things out this way. So we got Let's see, we got the clock set up there, so that's all running okay. And then we also got these blinds up and running, so now we don't have to look at the neighbor's house. But they seem to be running pretty much. Whoops. Okay. They do their job. The little thing on the right over here was stuck for a while, but it seems like it's working now. We also replaced the pendulum lights with, apparently they do make these energy efficient ones, so these do not get crazy hot. We're still not sure which fixture we want to go with. Currently we're looking at this guy right here in the middle, because there's a chandelier set that they're selling at Home Depot that's kind of similar, that has a same glass frame on it. So heading back out this way. Let's see, I think Molly's over here. We've got a visitor this week. Molly, our friend's dog. I don't know if there, she's down there somewhere. But yeah, she's staying with us for the week. Kind of our test dog, really, before the new canine shows up. It's a Schnauzer. There we go. And that should be she, Dixie, she should be arriving sometime next week, I believe, around the 26th. So probably around Saturday this week, Saturday, Sunday. Got these painted in here. Got this primed back in there. So basically, one of the things we did over the past 2 weeks was go ahead and purchase the new front door and the new pantry door for each area respectively. Those are actually already in, but we won't be able to install them probably not until next week. So that way Brian can come in and do it while I'm here, so that I can see how he does it, because apparently it's not too difficult to install the doors. Go ahead and flip on a light real quick. Let's see here. Well, this is the last of the entertainment console cabinets. They're both finished. This one, actually, I just finished painting it probably about 2 hours ago. Also just finished painting these guys. This is kind of the blue that's going to be our accent color for the basement. I have to actually do these in a second coat, but I only have the 2 clean brushes to work with, and those are both drying, so that'll have to wait for another day, probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to leave that drying over there for another, basically probably for the rest of the day, just to make sure, you don't want to track paint on the carpet. And once that's done, pretty much the whole assembly over there will be okay. See, it's kind of dim outside right now, but fortunately I managed to get out of here before daylight was completely gone. As you can see, I've started putting the rocks in here. Unfortunately, the heat has really increased over the last few days, so this is kind of what it'll look like, hopefully, once we're done. This little patch over here will show you kind of what we're going for, or what I'm going for. And basically I'm going to take that all the way around the perimeter. Had some complications with the thickness of some of the largest stones, that they were rising up so high that it would take a whole lot more sand to try and level it out, so I ended up having to trench them. It's worked to some extent. Like you can see over here, this is one that's been trenched already, and you can still see where it kind of fits in there. I can take a walk back. I can't really take credit for the wood that my dad's been chopping, but we can at least take another look, another check-in on that. Otherwise, the fire pit's pretty much done. All that's left is the sitting area around it, and getting the grill supports in, but I still haven't figured out the best solution for that. So pretty much my dad's been pretty well working on all this stuff for a while now, just kind of chopping and going as he goes along, not really rushing it, but you know, just kind of working in a gradual process. And kind of here's all of the wood we've ended up with so far. We're gonna have a lot of firewood, far more than that thing can store, I think. So we'll have to come up with a more elegant solution for that. Oh, lightning bugs. But anyway, like I was saying, the heat's really kind of been the main deterrent. I haven't really touched it since the last time I worked on it about 4 days ago, so I'd really like to get it finished. Also, I've come to realize that I probably don't have enough stones to finish the job right now. I could pick up some more. I'll probably be another $20, maybe $30 worth of stones that I would need. But I don't know, I just... expensive. In a word, expensive. I'd take you downstairs and show you the cabinetry. Oh, I gotta go water that. Oh, I could take you out front. Take you downstairs and show you the cabinetry that it's filled out, or at least the one that's standing, which actually turned out to be the very, very crooked one, which is still standing. But I just don't really feel like bothering with it right now, and I think they're watching a movie downstairs. I don't want to disturb them. Kind of a very meta movie within a movie type thing. So heading back out this way now. Let's see what we got over here. Nighttime, almost here. My mom did some of the tiny little bit of landscaping here around our new mailbox, and that's doing just fine. And let's see if we got any mail. I don't think so. Oh, hey, got the mail. There you go. Mailbox in action. Otherwise, I can't really think of anything. I think that's pretty much it. Haven't really done as much. I don't know. Oh, and we also painted, or got painted, I suppose you could say, the little squares, canvas squares, in the accent color for the basement. Currently, everyone I think agrees that they just don't really look quite right as they are right now. Still debating on whether we want to go back over it with white and do some kind of pattern or design or print on it. There's also talk of using they're basically 1 foot square canvases, going in with this rectangular canvas that Kurt brought in, and painting that blue and setting that up in the middle. That might look good too. We're probably going to play around with it a little bit as time goes on. So, otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. See, next weekend is when I leave for a brief vacation, a brief respite from working on the house. Go down and visit Lynx Ears for a bit. So I probably am just going to try and get some of the larger projects done, or at least at their stopping points. Getting the doors on is probably the next big thing to do. Doing the rest of the touch-up painting, I'd like to get the pantry shelves finished and in as well, but I don't think it's going to happen since the doors are probably going to go in on Monday and I'm leaving on Thursday, so it'd be cutting it pretty close. Otherwise, the stones aren't really going anywhere, so it's no real rush as far as that goes. I think that's pretty much it. Just compiling a list as we speak. So, see you, I guess, whenever I see you again. Bye.